you sit for 90 minutes and it's totally out of your control. I mean, I can't get on the pitch and score goals. I mean, I have to leave it to, you know, the professionals and to Terry.
Despite all the changes in commercial management, on the pitch, it's still business as usual.
Right, listen. You play the first division team. The first corner kick they get, right? Talk about panic and lack of concentration. Because that's all it was. All I can do is have just 3 men onto 2. Bollocks to that. Just pick the nearest man up middle goal and leave the foul. How many more times am I going to tell you? How many more times am I going to tell you? That pick the danger up, and if there's one foul, leave him. And stop panicking. Half of he's turning around and watching things. They played it quick. Thank you very much. That is a load of bollocks, that. When are you going to learn? When are you going to learn? Eh? It's criminal, that. And then everybody's distracted. That's shit, that. That's shit. And until you sort it out and grow up and pick danger areas, you'll never win again. You'll never win again. We can spend all hours God gives us talking to you, and if you don't do it and accept responsibility, you've got no chance.
When you go down and your team wins each week, it's very easy to go and support them. It's very difficult to go and support a team that, to be fair, hasn't really got much hope or chance of winning a game. People want to be associated with winners. I would love to be associated with winners, but I was born to be a blue supporter, and unfortunately we ain't done much winning, but that's the way it is.
Birmingham City 0, Tranmere Rovers 3.
Go on then.
Birmingham City 0, Nottingham Forest 3.
Go on, push on. Somebody's got to push in here. Trainer's got to push on.
Bristol City 3, Birmingham City 0.
Oh, yeah. We've got in great position, not delivered.
Very super.
You have those in
I've had a letter in there from Terry resigning from the club and as a director. I've completed the appropriate forms for Company's House and they've been sent, so I just need the formal minute, please, Mr. Chairman.
Well, the formal minute will be that we obviously regret the resignation, Terry. We wish him well for the future.
Yeah, fine.
And we accept his resignation.
Thank you.
Terry and I are good friends, and we will remain good friends. And it's very hard when you have a situation where the person you admire and like is not doing the job that you would have hoped he is doing. And it was very difficult. And thankfully Terry identified it and resigned.
And saved you.
No, I'd rather not say that.
Big man.
Cheers, guys.
All the best, Stop.
Actually running a football team is different to running a business. I think probably frustrated Karen and David that they couldn't get their hands on the actual football team. There was too many people had their ear.
See you later. All the best to you.
It's taught me not to get so close with the managers in the future, or anyone particularly in the club, particularly the manager, because obviously this is a situation now that I have to deal with.
Looking at this club and the setup at the minute, I think 2 years is, I think if a manager lasts 2 years, he's done quite well.
How can that ever be changed then? Because I think Birmingham City are now looking for their 7th manager in 10 years.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
What we want is a manager who has a proven track record, who has done it on little or no money, has the hunger, the ambition and the enthusiasm to take Birmingham all the way that it can go.
Who?
Wait and see.
Approaching a new manager in the middle of the season is a delicate business. A variety of careful moves must be played out correctly and in secret so as not to incur the wrath of the Football League. Karen announces her intentions at the next game.
Regarding a new manager to replace Terry Cooper. She'll be with me in just a moment as she talks to one or two of the pressmen here, but she has indicated that she's coming up to talk to Willie.
We have verbally spoken to the chairman of Southend today, requesting permission to speak to their manager, Barry Fry. Indications are that Barry would like to talk to us. But we are now have to wait and see what the situation is on Monday when we officially request permission in writing.
You and David have a reputation for getting what you want.
Well, in this instance, it's a bit out of our hands, Tom, but we can all but try.
Thanks very much indeed. There's the very latest news. Barry Fry is the man Birmingham City want, and knowing the two as I do, you can bet your boots that they will get him. Better than all the rest. Can't be bad.
Karen got her man. And a week later, Southend's manager, Barry Fry, came to Birmingham.
How are you, pal? Good leg. Thank you. 1932. Brilliant. Brilliant. And you go in here, mate, and you really get the awe, and you really get excited when you go in here. One the old get fall down, breaking. Can you imagine me falling down that hole, breaking my neck? The appointment's been put back. Morning, chaps.
Right, just quickly, have you tried to come? Just want to confirm.
Have I decided to come? Yeah. What do you reckon? Yeah. I've decided to come. Barry, you're obviously happy. That's the understatement. Ooh. Are we early? We don't want to be early. Shouldn't show that we're too eager.
We're absolutely delighted with the new appointment. And along with him is Edwin and David. So we're hopefully looking forward to a brighter future.
What's about your philosophy, your style of football, Barry? I mean, you're not a Wimbledon type outfit, are you?
Yeah, sure, no. I believe in entertaining the public.
Football, wingers, things like this?
Absolutely. I want to see goal mouth action. I want to score more goals than the opposition. I don't care if the opposition score 5 as long as we score 6 or 7. I want to entertain the fans. I want to fill that stadium. I think it is a sleeping giant, and I want to be part of when it's awoken and grows and grows and grows, because the Birmingham fans have been waiting for something to happen for a long time. When things are going wrong, you've got to get a response out of play. If they're brilliant, I'll tell them they're brilliant and encourage them. If they're crap, I'll tell them they're crap, and I'll try to get something out of them. And I'll bully them, love them, do whatever I can to get the best out of them. That is my job.
I was talking to Graham Older today, he's one of your old sparring partners.
Yes,
from
non-league.
He said you were unorthodox, was his word.
Yes, the beauty of playing against me is I don't know what I'm going to do until I do it, so you've got no chance of stopping it. Now, if it comes off, you're an hero, and if it doesn't, you're in trouble. I want to go to the very top. I want to get Birmingham City in the Premiership. I want to, play at Old Trafford and Villa Park and everywhere that's great in football. I want to pick my wits against the best, and I want to have one of the best teams. In Birmingham, I mean, comparatively no success for 118 years. Every great manager that's been here, and there's been several great managers, have said the same. It's a sleeping giant. If anybody can get hold of it and make it grow, it could be one of the best, well, one of the 6 top clubs in the country. Luck. I'm a lucky fella. It's a simple game. If we ain't got the ball, chaps, we're defenders. No matter what number you got on, Dan, you're a defender. You've got to hustle them so they give us the ball back. I want to see a lot of enthusiasm out there today. I'm going to change it around, lads. If you want to be part of it, great. Great, great. But I ain't got time. I can't hang about for you. You show me now, today, in training during the week. I don't want any players going out there with fear. I just want you to go and express yourselves. I just want you to go and enjoy yourselves. I just want you to play. It can't be bad, can it? I just want you to go and play.
Having a new manager come in at a time where you've had a bad run of results, when morale is down, starts the whole train of enthusiasm going again. You go out to find somebody who has the same ambitions as you, who wants the same things as you, who has new ideas, boosts the morale, and hopefully lifts the whole situation onto another stage, and you start again almost.
Dry up, win it. Everything's yours. Full. No fishing about now. Come on. As soon as you get the ball, son, at 'em, at 'em, at 'em. Lousy top man, go and enjoy it, mate. Knock it about, enjoy it. Get the other playing. Pest, enjoy it, Pest. Play some, play.
Talking, that's half the bell, I tell you. You done well last week, I could hear you in that. Your kicking was brilliant and stuff, but you've got to get them organised. And you can see everything. All right, well done, mate.
Are you hungry? Hungry? Are you winner, Danny? Come on. Good luck. Good luck. Come on, where you go? Come on, kid. Good luck, good luck, good luck.
We are, at this moment in time, current form, the worst side in the First Division. It's the first time the fans have seen me and my team that I've put together, and you know, they'll be looking for hope. They'll be looking for some sign that we're changing it around, and we've got to have the will to win.
Right. You here? Yes. I better do this before the game. Yeah. Hey.
For many supporters, this is a critical moment in a long history of critical moments for Birmingham City.
Unlucky, unlucky. Go on, Pesh! Go on, Pesh! Howard! Go on, Ted! Push up his arse! Go on, Rosie!
But for Karen Brady, it's even more important, if she's to demonstrate to David Sullivan the wisdom of her decision to appoint Barry Fry.
Come on! Now! Great run, Rosie. Great ball, Pesh. Sad wanted to... Ben. Hey! 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 Ball! Get it out! Get it!
Get him to give it to you.
Forward!
Forward or Losley.
Here's Kenny Lowe drilling one. Oh, what a goal! Kenny Lowe from 35 yards! Kenny Lowe in his debut! Gives Birmingham City a bit of Christmas cheer! That gives Birmingham his 6 straight defeats quickly coming to an end! Ho, 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 Christmas! It's Lowe! It's Blues 1, Charlton 0.
I'm a jammy bastard if we win this, I tell you. Come on, Red!
It's now halfway through the season. Birmingham City are near the bottom of the First Division. But if this rare victory is the beginning of a winning streak, then it's not too late to turn the team around, and even to dream of promotion to the Premier League.
My father was a big Arsenal supporter, and he used to take me to some games. So that's how I first got involved. And I went to a boys' school that takes girls in the sixth form, and they were very big in football there. being basically a male-dominated school, you end up with a lot of your friends being male, and Saturday afternoons to them was a game, and I used to watch every Saturday. So, you know, you're watching your friends, and there's like a social side to it, and you go out afterwards and talk about the game and things like that. It's pretty much what I do now, but obviously now it's a profession, and then it was just entertainment. I work extremely hard, and sometimes 13 hours a day, and when you're putting in that sort of effort, and you're doing very well, and you're reaping the rewards, it's very hard when people say, oh yeah, well, you know, she's just, you know, the bimbo, or she's just the girlfriend, and that's how she's got the job. We reduced our overdraft from 850 to 700,000, 31st of March last year, and we haven't had a drop in interest rate since that time. And considering that we're now, I think you would consider more...
On the strength of the team's changing fortunes, Karen meets with the club's bankers in order to reduce the burden of their monthly repayments.
I think it's time that we realised our interest rates were lower than what they currently are.
Well, I fall back to what I said last year, really. It's a question of the strength of the actual business. And just in reading through the Birmingham City Football Club PLC balance sheet, it's actually insolvent, isn't it? Insolvent to the extent of just under 2 million. All of which is made up for by the loan which David's put in through his company. Yeah.
I can't foresee, and as a board director, and I'm talking on behalf of all the directors, I can never see a point where we won't be able to pay our bills. That's why we are prepared to get the interest rate down for the club. We're prepared to give you any form of personal guarantees from either sport newspapers or ourselves as directors.
Okay. The intention is there to help.
Here in the boardroom, Karen succeeds. But back on the pitch, Barry's not finding it so easy.
Hello.
Birmingham City 0, Leicester City 3.
Our main problem is we can't score goals. When your players are doing well, a player scored an hat-trick, you're at the top end of the league. When you're working, you're socialising, life is much sweeter. But when you're at the bottom, and when God forbid, we go down to that crap league again, it would just be, it's like your worst nightmare come true.
Birmingham City 0, Barnsley 2.
It's obvious why you ain't scored for 6 games or 5 games until last week.
Crystal Palace 2, Birmingham City 1.
We've got to be more positive at times. The 2 centre-halves, I don't know what you're frightened of.
Millwall 2, Birmingham City 1.
I think the job here is a massive job. You know, I knew it was a big job, and I knew it would take a lot of turning round, but even I didn't realise how much turning round it needed. I've tried to get a smile on people's face. It is very, very hard when you're sort of down yourself. You've got to pick everybody up. I want to do it. I want to do it desperately. Only time will tell whether I come out of this or not.
Richard, come on! Come on, Finn, you're going too easy. Last 20, George. Push it! All the way to me! To me! To me! Come on, George. Come on, George. Come on! Well done, well done, well done. Come on, die somewhere else. Come on, get out of the way.
Dear Miss Brady, just a few flowers to shed for the lads in the wholesale fish market are wholeheartedly supporters of your good self, Mr. Sullivan and Barry Fye. We are convinced that our luck will change, and we shall have the team and the results that we feel we deserve. Lots of luck for the future from a few of the many blue supporters in the Birmingham fish market. And then there's a couple of dozen signatures.
That's nice.
Sweet, isn't it? Makes a change to, at the moment, to get some nice letters. Everyone's, you know, not very happy with Barry and various other complaints. It's nice to get a few genuine supporters in the league.
Come on, push it out! Come on from there. Let's see what you're made of.
The hardest thing is the frustration of having to leave it entirely up to other people to do the rest of your job. One would have hoped when you spend £2 million you would have a team that's not in the bottom half but in the top half. But we don't have that at the moment, and therefore we have to go out and make amends for that.
As the team's fortunes decline, Karen is scheduled to face the Birmingham City supporters at the local radio sports question time.
She's certainly grabbed the headlines and caused a few. She's made a name in the hard world of newspaper advertising. She's hard, she's tough, she's a football fanatic. She's the managing director of Birmingham City. Please welcome Karen Brady.
David Sullivan is apparently on record as having said that he's disappointed. The fans fear that their new saviours may sell up and return to London.
You imagine you'd won the pools, right, and you'd won £7 million, and you donated that to Birmingham City, and you found yourself in relegation, you too, I think, would be a bit disappointed. And that's no reflection on the manager or the players, it's just a way sometimes it goes. However committed you are, and you're all committed, sometimes you just think, God, you know, when are we going to win? But we're there week in, week out. We're there with our money week in, week out. We've now got the summer coming up where we have to pay the wages, which are close to £60,000 a week for players alone. We have to find that money when we've got no gate money coming in the summer. And it is hard when you get people saying the manager's no good. And generally, you do get worn down and you think, well, am I really wanted? I mean, there was a comment in one of the newspapers about we should all go back to London because we're from London and we're not committed, etc., etc. I don't think anyone could do any more than David Sullivan. I really genuinely believe that. And never once has he ever said no to a manager. He's never said no.
And I have to remind it's amazing as well, we talk, there has been talk about...
The supporters are as loyal as ever, but the prospects in the Football League are pretty grim and relegation seems almost inevitable. A good run in the FA Cup would be a huge boost to morale and to business.
Number 6, Bristol City. Number 17 will play Liverpool. Number 4, Birmingham City.
Here we are. Manchester United.
Number 57
No.
will play Kidderminster Harriers.
Hey.
Kidderminster Harriers are not First Division, nor Second nor Third. They're non-league, so it's a good draw for the Birmingham team, but a bad draw for the business.
Number 2 will play Aston Villa.
Well, Aston Villa.
Number 32, Sheffield United.
Over there.
While Birmingham would be more likely to lose against a team like Manchester United, a big team would attract a big crowd, and thereby much needed cash.
Southampton.
Dave, but as you say, it's either to have it's better to have a team like Kidderminster in with a chance, or to have a Villa or Manchester United. Yeah, 4-1 on easy to beat them. Yeah.
Number 37.
Well, if they beat us, we will pack it in.
Congratulations.
All right then, Dave.
United.
No, not at all. Take care then. Bye.
David Sullivan's put a lot of money into this club, and when he does his budgets, I should imagine he doesn't put very much money in from the FA Cup. So if we could progress in the Cup and get a couple of big clubs and do giant killing acts, then that'll cheer him up a bit because he'll have a few bob coming in, and you never know, he might give me a spend on more players.
My dream is to have a super stadium that holds 60,000 people, fill it every week. I want the most sporting fans in Britain, the best stadium in Britain, and be the Manchester United of the Midlands. And that's one hell of a dream, and with the resources we've got, very, very difficult to achieve. But nothing is impossible, and life is all about dreams.
It may seem like an unlikely ambition, but it's one that David Sullivan shares with a significant proportion of the population of Britain's second city. After all, Birmingham City Football Club supporters have been dreaming impossible dreams for generations.
Tell me why the FA Cup's so important.
Because we've never won the bugger. We've tried for years, ever since the FA decided to have a competition, played at Wembley, we've never ever won it. But we've never ever won bugger all in our history. We've been going for 118 years and we've never won it. And the FA Cup's like a fairy tale. And I would love to see David Sullivan watching the captain sticking that cup above his head. Okay, my name's Steve.
Thank you very much. That's £2,
Excellent.
Thank you very much.
Cynical. It's like a quest. It's like 119 years of winning nothing. But every dog has its day. Hopefully, the new generation of kids growing up, my sons, my daughter, other Blue Noses' sons and daughters, will grow up seeing Birmingham City as the greatest side in world football. Blues fans are born, they ain't manufactured. And it comes from the heart. Here's a little fella. Who's that? Who else can you recognise? Anyone else?
Karen, anyway, lady of the manor. Karen, the FA Cup has a special ring to it, doesn't it? And I know today, a very important day for you and Birmingham.
Yeah, I mean, Dave's ambition as he said his New Year's resolution was to get to Wembley. Whether we'll do it or not this season remains to be seen, but I mean, we've had a good draw. We should be able to beat Kidderminster, probably 5-1 on to do that. I'd be more confident if Pesh was inside, to be fair, but I think they'll be all right. I think they'll be all right.
A good cup run, in terms of revenue, is vital, isn't it? I mean, a good cup run could earn you a fortune.
Yeah, I mean, you only take 45% of the total gate, so whilst people might feel there's 18,000 people in it, you only get 45% of the income generated. But you get a few games like that, and you know, things start looking bright again, and then perhaps you can dip into the transfer market.
In the draw for the next round is the aim then, and perhaps Man U, Villa, something like that would do nice.
Well, you know, the next round would be quite nice if we had someone. It's not in the pitch, is it? On the pitch. Just done the. Oh, here we go.
The door bit.
I think people get sick and tired of me doing those bloody things week in and week out. What do you?
Edson Park, 4B, and Vicarage Road, which is 4C.
I've saved your place upstairs. Let's get in the director's box. All right?
Question number 5. Pat Jennings played the majority of his stadium.
Can you do me a favour? Can you organise places for Danny Wallace, Paul Pesh, Paul Fennick, in the director's box?
That's lovely, thanks.
All right.
Thanks very much, Karen. If you
Thanks a
accept
lot.
it on our behalf, please, and post it up and provide an envelope.
An envelope and everything.
For £500. And this is just from the guys who work at our company.
That's excellent.
All right.
That's really good of you.
Thank you ever so much. We very much appreciate it.
I'm sure they will appreciate it a great
All right.
deal.
Thank you very
Lovely.
much again.
Thanks
All right.
again. Enjoy
Thank
the
you.
game, and I'll see you afterwards.
Will do. Thank you.
We are all that. Look at all the lines. Spend your run.
2 minutes we're going.
Spend your run all the
2
time.
minutes.
You're offside, mate. I'm telling you, you don't see me out. Spend your run in there. Come on. All right. Just come now. Always look to bed yourself.
Lynn told Dave how she does everything for the dog and I don't do anything. Isn't that horrible? I bloody did as well, and I dragged her up. She's throwing a tantrum.
Karen, I'm not going to drop a Barolo under the couch if you...
That's a bit heavy for me.
Is it? What we're drinking in at lunchtime while it's...
Yeah, I'm not a big drinker, you see. All right, my dear.
You stay on go. Louis. All right, one thing in your mind. It's over ours and yours. All right, it's over ours and yours. Okay.
There's plenty of seats, Danny. Yeah.
Donovan out wide to Hiley. Hiley picks it up, sends in the cross, and there's the chance. There's Harding in the net! Goal, and it's Paul Harding, £40,000 worth from Notts County, who opens the account. It came from the right from Hiley, ended with Harding. Harding drove it in. And it's Birmingham City 1, Kidderminster Harriers 0. Granger gets it to Bancroft. Bancroft sends in the cross, and there's that, and it's in the net! Kidderminster have equalised! Neil Cartwright with the header into the net after Bancroft had got down the left and got the ball in. There was Cartwright to head the ball into the net.
Keep taking him on, get the ball in the box.
Come on, Scott, now.
Losey, you're losing everything, Losey.
Oh, come on, Louis.
Half-time. Birmingham may have outplayed the Kidderminster team, but Kidderminster's goalkeeper has put up a great performance, and the scoreboard reads 1-1.
For me, even if I get stressed out and I'm panicking, it's not going to change the result one bit. Not one bit. I can have a terrible afternoon, I can add 5 years onto my appearance, and it's not going to change anything. And that's something that you learn after a while.
If they so slow coming out, right, hug his head in the way, and he just falls into their path. Then, consequently, what's happened? You lot are right on our back four. So we've got like 8 players marking 3.
Hey, we've had a great start and let them get in it.
Problems.
They've only had one
Don't
shot,
it?
Benno
So,
goal.
get into the box, son.
Start arsing about with a bobbly ground and playing little dinky balls in there.
Do you know when
You're
you
out
try
the game, he's out the game, and we're in trouble at the back.
I feel confident that we'll win the second half, but you could take a silly penalty at the last minute. Anything can happen.
Kenny Lowe to Saville. Saville gets it low. There's Kenny Lowe. Kenny Lowe battles, barged over. Penalty. Penalty. Lowe barged over. Penalty.
Hey, I'm glad I ain't taking it.
Come on, Andy.
Saville comes forward. Saville blasts it. Hits the post and comes out. Saville misses from the spot. Blues 1, Kidderminster 1.
Louis.
Good job Clarice can take penalties.
Oh, don't boo him for
Birdy cuts inside. Birdy sets himself up and shoots, and it's there! It's there! The non-league team Harriers have taken the lead, and it was an engineered self-opportunity for John Birdy, who raced through and fired a 30-yard screamer into the top left-hand corner.
Come on,
actually scoring the goals, didn't you? Look, they're getting away all the time.
Come on, lads.
Hit the post.
Post again.
Go on, Smithy! Go on, Smithy! Harry!
Come on now. Come on, whack it, son.
Come on, final effort! A minute! Come on!
The referee looks at his watch. Will he blow his whistle to signal the giant killing act? And he does! As Kidderminster Harriers beat Birmingham City 2-1. And then rush to their fans who are delirious. The Birmingham City fans cannot believe what's happened here.
Well played, mate. Brilliant. Well played.
Go, lads, go. Oi, Harry. Harry, go here, mate. Go here, mate.
That's football. That is football. But, you know,
Any other surprise results?
no, not winning.
You lucky bastard!
Hey, you're lucky it's only 2-1.
Couldn't happen to nicer people.
Hope
you get Man United in the next round. We lose 25-8.
You missed a penalty, you hit the post twice. You know, this is a game that you should have won without any doubt at all. You know, Barry's going to have a long, long, hard look at the team. You know, it's a game we should have won. I mean, you know, against all odds, even right down to the last minute, we should have at least, got a draw. But that's football.
Oh, dear me.
Cheers, boys.
Let your hearts beat strong, keep right on to the end. Though you're tired and weary, still journey on till you come to your happy abode. With all our love, we'll be dreaming of, we'll be there. We're at the end of the road. Birmingham! Birmingham!